And we're live. Get me 2 pieces of toasted Vogels with some pesto and a side of bacon. Good morning from the 808 Breakfast Banter. Woo, woo, woo. It's Tuesday. What am I?
You're getting very catery with your introductions. Pesto?
Bro, have you not had it? Pesto. on Vogels with bacon on top?
Ooh. No, but I will try it.
Yeah, it is pretty gangster. It's kind of... I'm not going to lie, a white person showed me that hack and it was pretty good. But anyways, it's Tuesday, fam. I'm super excited to get this day started and smash today. Was feeling a bit average yesterday, but that's okay because today is a new day and that's the mindset. That's just what we got to do. Been bumping some tunes this morning. And honestly, shout out to everyone that slid into the DMs last night to send some hilarious jokes because, mate, I was having cackle laughs last night in bed. So, how are you feeling this morning, bro?
Well, as you can tell, I'm a wee bit chilly. My ears are cold. But no, we had a good morning this morning. It was we had some snatching this morning and some farmers walks. Someone left the kettlebell out.
Oh, punishment!
Yeah, and it was it was a male.
Oh, I can't wait for you to post that. The first one.
Right after. Well, actually, this would be the second. But someone had a barbell. Saved her. Saved channel. Channel left her barbell and clips out.
Oh.
But someone put it back.
Sis.
So she got away with it.
Do you know what though? I reckon it's because everyone's got into the habit of training at home and just leaving their stuff where it is. And so it's like, oh, no, we're back in the house. Oh, I forgot. Someone else will put it away from me. Oh, lucky, sis, lucky.
Yeah, she got away with it. But this person's left a 20-kilo kettlebell. And this person will, I think what we'll do is we'll go, say, every, I know, I come up saying like every like will be like 2 cows or something.
Yeah. Oh, on Big Bertha. Don't forget, it has to be Big Bertha.
Ooh.
Yes.
Penny saved my...
Penny French saved my ass yesterday. I left my dumbbells out, and she looked at me as we were leaving, and I was like, "Oh God, no!" And she was like, "You're lucky," and I was like, "Penny, I owe you a gin for putting that away from me. I got you." But yeah. Punishment is amongst us.
100%. You should be punished for that.
But yeah. Anyways, day 2, Day 2 of our most influential albums that have inspired us. So yesterday, I had Michael Jackson, the Bad album. I was bumping it yesterday. The bro here had Cypress Hill.
Black Sunday.
Yeah. And today, my album for day 2 is Destiny's Child, the Survivor album. I think it came out in 2001.
Ooh.
Every young female back in those days would have been, every friend group had a Beyonce, Michelle, and Kelly. The question is, who was Beyonce? I'm not gonna lie, I was bitter. I owned it. I didn't want to be Kelly or Michelle. I wasn't dark enough to be Kelly.
Yeah.
And my personality wasn't enough to be like, my personality was too much to be Michelle. So that's my influential album for today, Destiny's Child, Survivor. What about you, bro?
Ooh, I'm going really old school.
Oh,
the very best, and it's a best of album. I think I heard this album, I want to say early 2000s, but this album goes back further than that. But I heard this album in early 2000s, the very best of Marvin Gaye.
Oh. Marvin Gaye is probably one of because I wasn't born in that era, but I know all those songs, and he's probably like the go-to for those old school jams.
Sexual Healing, What's Going On, Trouble Man, Inner City Blues, Let's Get It On, like the whole 9 yards. I think from my and I used to say the very best of Marvin Gaye because it taught me how to appreciate sound and music.
Yeah.
When I very heard what's going on, and I just heard that trumpet sound come through, I was just like, yeah, this is awesome, and I still listen to it to this day. Probably at least once a month. Yeah, at least once a month.
Fuck yeah, Marvin Gaye's the man. He's like him and like Barry White. They were like the love song makers, eh?
If you want to real deep voice, is like it was amazing, and it's a real shame because he was killed by his father.
Really?
Yeah, his father was a very, very strict religious. I think he was like a pastor, and he thought that his son was, like making devil music. So he killed him with a shotgun. Shot him.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it's back in 1980, 81, or maybe 1979, like in that era. Yeah.
That is hectic.
Hectic.
Hectic. Anyway, team, send us your album for day 2. Carly's just sent hers. Is that live or live?
Yeah, live. Live. You know live?
I might have to do a little bit of YouTube research. I want someone to send us something that I haven't heard or that has been an album that's influenced you. Because if you do, put it in or send it to me. I honestly will have a jam. Give it a little light review. Nah. But yeah.
It was really weird. Like I was trying to go through all the albums because there's so many, right?
Mm.
And there's one album that I wouldn't say was influential, but I would say it was been like a fan favorite. So it won't be part of my top 10.
Yeah.
But it kind of got me into a genre of music, which is that industrial, like hip hop meets heavy metal, and it's the Judgment Night soundtrack.
Judgment Night soundtrack on YouTube.
Yeah, so if you go on YouTube, so do you know Emilio Estevez? You know the actor?
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, the concept is it's like the Purge. It's like the very first Purge movie. It's kind of like based off that. This is back like early 90s, but they had people like Cypress Hill and Faith No More. They had Helmet and Onyx. They had like a heavy metal band, and then they put a hip hop group, and then they made them work together. And then it kind of like developed the genre. Like then there's Korn in it, and Metallica, and but then they've mixed with like some really outside musical groups like Biohazard. I think they're mixing with Cypress Hill. So like it's really crazy, and it's like super gnarly music. Yeah. And I still to this day think that it's one of the best albums. I don't think it influenced me a lot. I just love listening to it. Yeah.
So it was just like it was like a hybrid of a merging of two genres coming together. So it's kind of like I would the closest thing I could describe it to is when Jay-Z and Linkin Park.
Yeah.
They did like I don't know what song it is, but it's a banger.
The Collision Course album. It's like 7 songs they did. Yeah. They're really cool DVD with that as well if you ever watch it.
Me. That's gangster. See, I love talking music with you, because we can just go on and on and on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of my favorite things.
Yeah, hard. That's me.
Nick Wheel, Nirvana Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Me.
Yeah. I think everyone learned that guitar hook in that that first part of that song, and it is Smells Like Teen Spirit, right? That's the one.
Must be. Surely.
Yeah, and they're in the basketball court, and I think everyone learned how to play that hook when we were young.
If you could play that, you're a rock star.
Wow, yeah. Or if your mate did, and you're like, hey bro, can you help me? Can you help me learn the guitar? And then you try and do it to some chick, miserably. Just like when you do karaoke and you fail miserably doing that.
Yeah. Oh, I love a good karaoke session.
Ooh, salt and pepper's
here. Not gonna lie, I saw them live and I was like,
was that last year?
Nah, I saw them in Aussie when I was way younger, and they were at like the Good Vibrations Festival, and they were gangster. Like they're like the, because if you were to put like female rappers, or like who would be your top female rapper or like female artist, but like on the hip hop scene, you know what I mean? Like, see, the only person I can think of is like Missy Elliott. Lyrically, she was good. She rapped good, but then who else?
Rema Major, Roxanne Shante, like those ones from the early days were lyrically pretty gnarly.
Queen Latifah, she's gangster.
Yeah. So like I think the oldest, this bubblegum hip hop shit that's coming out now, like with is it Nicki Minaj and Little Kid, like that's just like take a hike, man. You guys are shit. You know, some of those old school gangsters, like, they would come in with shotguns and blow you away. That's how good they were.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I think Remy Major would probably be one. Like, definitely Roxanne Shante is unbelievable. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Hands down.
That's
And CNC Music Factory. That's another one.
Oh, okay. See,
You don't know CNC.
You're just a knowledge bombs, bro. Just got all the hacks.
You don't know CNC Music Factory?
Nah.
Oh.
I'm gonna YouTube it after this.
Ish will know who CNC Music Factory is. Yeah, I know. That's what I call Music 21. Do you remember those ones where there's like, it used to be like
now the radio
and other ones? Yeah, and they'd basically drop it like every 3 months. They put out a new one and and you go to you get the tape deck and you buy them and you get the series, right?
Yeah.
Oh man!
I think the only one I had was like Major Flavors, and that was the My FM one, and that's when DJ Severe like was dropping all his remixes. But the now CDs, like if I was to compare what like now, not now, you know. So we would buy those albums, and it would just be songs from the radios that they put together on an album. Yeah. And then go 5 or 10 years on, people were illegally doing exactly the same. You would get a blank disc, and you would.
And making way better copies because you found way better remixes.
Exactly.
There's like, you know, heaps of like mixtapes and stuff. Yeah, 100%.
Oh, right. That's funny. That is funny. Anyways, that's got us. It's about 20 minutes of us just talking about music, and that was great. I could talk about it all the time. Yes, I'm going to look at it, Carly. I'm going to go on YouTube and do some deep diving today on some music.
So I tell you, what style of music are you going to be looking at tomorrow?
I was probably going to go rock tomorrow. Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, rock.
Yeah. Just from my early, like probably the only reason why is probably like the not the influence, but like just the mix of genre that had a kind of an influence.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So So what you and Ish used to Bobby Brown, eh?
Yeah. Okay. So Bobby Brown, Paula Abdul,
up and parachute shirt.
No. This is like, I think I used to have overalls.
Oh.
And I used to have like my dungaree overalls, but then I used to put a hoodie over the top, so it looked like my overalls were like baggy jeans. And Skechers. Green Skechers. And is what we used to do. And Ish, you remember who I can't remember her name. She was a girl. She's a little bit older than us. We must have been about 9 or 10. This girl was about 14. And we used to sit there with the tape deck, right? So this is the screen is the tape deck, and we'll have the tape in there, and we'll play a little bit of it, and we'll stop it, and then we'll write the lyric.
Yeah.
And we'll play a little bit, stop it, because back then it didn't have lyrics a lot of time in the back. Yeah. So we would spend hours and hours and hours writing out lyrics of these, and then we'd sit there and dance them, and then we'd make dumb ass like dance routines. Ish remember this, and then this is real super embarrassing. We used to do these Christmas concerts for our family that no one ever fucking turned up to. We would spend hours and hours. We would write. We would draw. We would get big bits of paper and do like flyers and put them to the light posts around the neighborhood. And then we'd do these like bike routines, and like we'd stand on the back of the bike and do all this sort of shit. It was like dumb as fuck shit. And we would do that.
Oh, I love it.
And that was our day back. Yeah, we'd listen to Bobby Brown, Paula Abdul.
Wasn't she on American Idol?
Yeah, man, she made some bangers back in the day, bro. We might drop some tomorrow, but I am getting like super bad flashbacks of like embarrassing times out of Toy Toy Road with Isha and Helena and Trav and all the cousins, and going, we did that? I hope my kids never do that.
Why?
Because they're going to be 40 years old one time, and they're going to be like, hey, Tiwari, did you remember that time that we did that stupid thing for your dad?
Yeah.
That was really dumb, mate. Oh, why did he let us do that? I don't want them to have to go through that, because that was terrible.
But you know what? At least for that moment, you thought you were going to be a rock star.
My prerogative. That's right. Belle Biv DeVoe. You remember them? Do you know Belle Biv DeVoe?
No.
Oh, that was another banger. Belle Biv DeVoe. Fuck, who else was there? There was so many. I'm gonna have to go through the archives
I wish there
and
was
get.
videos of us, little chief doing little dances.
You know what? I actually don't have any photos of when I was young because my actual mother has my baby book, so I've got no photos until I was about in my mid-20s. There might be some up at Toy Toy Road, but outside that, yeah, I got no photos of when I was young. Isha might be able to pop some up.
Yeah, if you got some, sis, send them through. I want to see this popped collar. I want to see these parachute pants. I want to see these dungarees with green
Actually,
stickers.
she'll remember when I came back from Auckland into my last year up in Whangarei. I used to have these white, they're like snowboard pants. I think they're like snowboardy pants, skateboard pants type thing. Fuck, they were terrible. They look really cool because they were white and they had like black trim and shit. And I was like, yeah, these are awesome. But what I didn't realize is that when you're 17, 18, you know, you get dirty a lot, right? So there's stains everywhere. I was like, oh. So these really amazing pants, man.
Oh, bro. Yeah, send them tomorrow, sis.
Yeah, she probably will, the little shit. You make sure you put yourself in there as well, Ish. Don't you just drop me in it.
We can do a collage of it, of a throwback for you, bro.
Yeah, well, yeah, it can't be any worse than any other photos I have here. Holy hell.
So you got a handball update for us.
Yeah, just a quick update. We have a rough guide of what it's going to be. So I'm going to drop something tomorrow on IG and we'll put the banter and 808 through on it. Basically, what it'll be 3 7-minute AMRAPs. All right. So basically, when you come in, you have to have a bottle of something. It could be alcoholic or non-alcoholic. To get through the door, that's your entry fee. All right. So you will come in and we've got 10 squares. We're going to name them King, Queen, Jack, 10 down to 7, I think it is. All right. And basically, your goal is trying to get to the king spot by the end of the 7-minute AMRAP. All right. And that'll dictate your points. So at the end of it, wherever you are, that'll be your points. So it doesn't matter where you are during the game; it's where you are at the end of the game. Okay, and so that'll be it. Then there'll be like a 3-minute reset, and then we'll do it again. So we're going to do 3 7-minute AMRAPs, and every time we start, we're going to pick your spot based out of randomly from a hat. So you have your name in it. King will be Mo.
Yeah,
and then we get into it. Every round will have something a little bit different. So the first round might just straight be with handball with a tennis ball, but then the second round might be a hand with a tennis ball and a basketball, and then the third round might be you only know how to use your left hand, stuff like that. So it gets a little bit harder and a little bit more unique.
Is there judges?
Yeah, so I will be judging. So I'm not playing. I'm going to be the one that's going to be refereeing the game and then kind of seeing how it goes.
Yeah.
And if you get out, you have to complete 5 calories on an assault bike. So you do your 5 calories on an assault bike, and then whatever drink you bring in, we're going to bring your own glass, or we'll have a series of glasses here, and you're going to take a shot of whatever drink you bring. So if you bring a bottle of wine, you're going to have a shot of wine. If you bring a bottle of beer, you're going to have a shot of beer, and then you go back in. And if there's more than 10 people, then you get back in line, and then you wait, and it's just going to be rotating through. So there might be times where you don't get any action for a couple of minutes. That's fine, because the bottom guys might be battling it out a little bit, and we'll just kind of see how we play it out. We're going to keep it really sort of simple, not make too many rules, that sort of stuff. But
are we dressing up? Is the next question. I'm thinking. I just had full visuals of like tennis players, everyone in their whitey tidies, headbands,
sporting attire. Has sport attire. So rugby. Netball, tennis, basketball has to be in a sporting attire.
This is going to be great.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. So that's I'm just going to work out the rules, because there's a lot of rules in handball that you can, and there's a lot of people who have different interpretations. So we're just going to kind of thin it out so that it's not like super intense and gnarly, and keep it really simple. So people who maybe not as coordinated can still join in and have a bit of fun. And I think 808 will put on some pieces.
And I think, what'd be cool about that, just handball in itself, there's like the proper handball players, and then there's like the street handball players. So that's why the rules
Yeah.
are got to be like, you know, you
Yeah.
got to thin it out so everyone's on that same wavelength. Otherwise, you're going to have the street players coming up being like, no, that was a double
Yeah.
bounce.
Yeah. Oh no, man, you can do the cable. You can. We're not going to worry about that. This is not like world record. By the wood shop, the lines are laid out, and we go super gnarly. It's just going to be a bit of fun, and not take life too seriously. That's what it's about. So there you go. So there's the update. Does it exceed the 10 people gathering? Was that okay? Well, you know what? To be honest, Channel, you and Cole and Faith are so short that you guys could actually form one person together, right? So, Channel and Cole, you actually become one. So, then I'll just leave you outside.
Yeah, well, I was just going to say that if everyone's playing inside, like to say if we exceeded that number, couldn't we just mingle outside the rest?
Yeah, I mean, we can. Well, see, it's bars and that can go up to 100 people, and that's where we can kind of get away with it because it's not really exercise. So we'll see how we go. I mean, if we get like 50 people, maybe we'll have to change it, but I don't anticipate getting like mass amounts of people coming through.
Especially because everyone's doing their thing. No, that's mean. I can't wait.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit of fun. It's going to be a bit of fun. All right, man. Joke time. So we talked about this yesterday.
Yes.
Who, going to do some dad jokes, and I've had some jokes sent through to me. You've had some jokes sent through to you. Do you want to go first, sis? Because I got to pull up one of the jokes from my from my phone.
Okay. So you can't laugh.
I can't laugh. I can't laugh. Okay. Yeah, it's 1 point to you. But if you say it and you laugh, it's a point to me. So if you laugh, the other person gets the point.
Okay, and then everyone's judging, right?
Everyone can judge, or we can kind of judge. We'll just kind of play it by ear. Let's see what you got.
See who's the winner. Okay, ready? These I love really dry jokes. Okay. Why was 2019 afraid of 2020?
Why?
Because they had a fight in 2021. Wait, I got another one.
I couldn't even hold the laugh.
I couldn't either. I was like trying not to look at you.
And I'm looking at you going, I'm looking at you going, don't laugh. Oh, fuck, she's laughing. And then you kind of this stupid.
Yeah, it was bursting. Okay, ready another one.
Man.
We're gonna suck at this. Anyways, okay, straight face.
Here we go.
If pronouncing my B's as V's makes me sound Russian, then Soviet.
Okay. You can't do that. You can't do that.
I'm breathing. Okay.
All right.
Okay, go. Your turn.
What did 50 Cent say after he finished his lunch?
I don't know.
58.
I saw that. And I was laughing so hard because I had to read it like 3 times, and I was like, I don't get it.
I'm literally crying. All right, I got another one. Hang on, where is it? Okay.
Oh God, these are great. Okay, straight.
What do sprinters eat before a race?
I don't know.
Nothing. They fast.
I can't.
Stop laughing, Dick. You can't make me laugh. You're a bloody Mary laugh.
Oh, they fast. Oh God, I'm crying now too. Wait, can I tell you this one?
Okay, go. One more each.
Yeah, okay. Why did Sarah fall off the swing?
Why?
Because she had no arms. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Not Sarah.
Oh, shit, that's terrible.
I know.
All right. Okay.
Oh,
okay,
God.
all right. What concert costs just 45 cents?
I don't know.
50 Cent featuring Nickelback.
Speaking of music, oh my god.
Shit, they're terrible this morning.
I love shout out to everyone for sending those,
Yeah.
man. Straight up.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Oh.
last one was from a friend. It was from a friend of mine in Hamilton,
Oh.
and they actually Carney sent me the first 50 Cent one, and about an hour later he sent me that one. I was like, I got to do both 50 Cent jokes.
Oh.
Damn, that was pretty good.
The Sarah one gets me, man. That one was from Channel. Oh no, that was great. Belly laughs this morning. Straight up.
All right, so if you've got dad jokes, send them through to us, or if you want to jump on tomorrow or during this week and you want to have a crack at us, jump on. Let's just say you're going to do 3 jokes each, so 3 a day. So if you can send them through to us, so that we'll do it for the rest of the week. We'll see if we can make each other laugh. It's not going to be hard. I just look at Mo and I start laughing. So damn.
I'm sorry, but do you know what's worse is when I don't get it and then I have to repeat.
In your head?
Yeah, and then like that 58 one, I was sitting there and I was like, I don't get it, 58. And then I was like, oh, 58.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay.
All right, but last thing before the end of the show, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about some random facts. All right, so we are both full of random, useless information that means absolutely nothing to anybody. All right, so Mo, have you got me a random fact for today, or do you want me to do it?
Bro, I honestly don't. I want to listen to yours.
All right, so I've got 2 today. One's probably not so PC, but the other one is. So I'll do the good one first. Did you know that the official animal for Scotland originally was the unicorn?
Get out.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So
and it's on their coat, and it's even on their coat of arms, I believe. That it was adopted as their animal, and I think Richard the Brave was one of the first ones to ever use it. And so a unicorn is the official animal of Scotland. I think it's changed a little bit now, like more modern times. But yeah, unicorn is the official animal of Scotland, and that means absolutely nothing to anybody.
Buzzy. That is actually really buzzy. Are they like? Don't they have like the dragon or something? No, is that Wales?
No, Welsh have the dragon, and then Scotland have the Loch Ness monster.
Oh,
yeah,
got a history for you.
That's what it's about.
Okay, hit me with that next one, bro. Hit me with that next one.
All right. Okay, so this is not so great. All right, so but back in the day, so you know how we always say the rule of thumb? The rule of thumb is that you would generally hook grip when you do a snatch, right? That's the rule of thumb.
Yeah.
Where the saying the rule of thumb comes from is back in the olden days, like way olden days, like medieval days. It used to be legal to beat your wife with a stick no wider than your thumb. That's where the rule of thumb comes from.
Damn. Oh, auntie, eh?
Oh, auntie. Yep, there you go. So that's something. That's something for you. So, that's where the rule of thumb comes from.
Does anyone else know some random facts that's just sitting there that is unnecessary? They want to share. Jump on. Share with us. I love finding out these random things.
Yeah, there's heaps of really crazy things. And I can't think of off the top of my head, but it's stuff like the Pringles packet. There's a reason why that it's designed like that. It's not just because to keep the chips perfectly in line, but there's another reason for it. But I'll have to try and find it again. But yeah, there's heaps of different really random, like reason why Lego was built, and
yeah. See what's Carly got? The average 70 kgs person's bones weigh around 13 kilos. Whoa! So I'm like, so my numbers, if I'm above that weight, my bones are heavier. Does that?
Yeah.
What
so
that mean?
your bone density.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
and depending on also your. Yeah, well, you actually, like Islanders and Māori people generally have a thicker bone density. Their bones are bigger. Like a lot of people don't realize that I'm over 100 kilos. But if I stand next to another guy who's 100 kilos, who's maybe European, he looks way bigger because his bone density is a little bit smaller, but he can put on a bit more mass. So there you go.
Awesome.
Cars can't go downstairs. Why would you? Who? Okay, how did you figure that out? Did you have a car?
Why? Why would they want to go downstairs? And where are the stairs in the paddock? Is what I'm figuring out.
But they can go up.
But why are they going up the stairs anyway? Faith.
Mate, is it the cattle race? Is that the reason? Is that why when you see those things on the side of the road where the cattle go up like the ramp and into the
I
truck?
thought that was for sheep. Or was it for cows as well?
I don't know. How do cows get up there? There must be something like that as well, surely.
Bloody hell.
Or they go up or like a big ramp. Oh, who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? But yeah, weird ass.
Anyways, team.
Right, team.
What number have you got?
Debate.
You can choose, bro.
I can choose. Let's go 136.
136. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 6 is 10. Good number. Getting there. Oh, it's a big one. Hopefully I get this right, okay?
Are you gonna be right doing it? Do something different.
Nah. If it is you. Okay, let's go. Sorry, guys, I was just reading it in my head. Bit of silence there. Okay. The codfish lays 10,000 eggs. The homely hen just one. The codfish never cackles to tell you that she's done. And so we scorn the codfish and the homely hen we prize, which demonstrates to you and me that it pays to advertise.
All right. Wow, that's a pretty round. It's a fish. It's like a long fish. Wow, that's a really long way of saying that.
Yeah. About the codfish and the hen.
Yeah. Okay.
True. All
there
good.
You go. Put it out there. Well, you know what? You can put that with a Paula Abdul song.
You reckon? What one?
I don't know. Man, hang on. Let me tell you. I can't remember the top of the name, but if I write in Paula Abdul, I go Paula Abdul. Yeah, here we go. Put it. Opposite track, Cold Hearted, Straight Up video. Man, there's heaps of songs that she's got. Jeez. I didn't realize she had that many songs. But yeah, she's got lots. Yeah, but yeah, she was on Paula Abdul. You know how many albums she's done? She has done. Oh wow.
30.
Like, as a choreographer, I know 20 something.
Damn.
Yeah, girl's got swag.
Yeah, she does. Anyways, team, that is us for Tuesday morning. I hope you had some good belly laughs with us, had your breakfast, ready for the day, send you all good vibes, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.
Adios, team.
Adios, team.